good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you catching it, whatever time it is where you at. By invitation only, we are back at it. We took a couple weeks off to get everybody here together. I'm going to call this the Fantastic Four.
I like it.
I like it,
So
too.
I'm going to start with V.
What's up?
Welcome, Vanya.
Thank you.
First time sitting in with the gang.
Okay.
Gang.
Missed you. Glad you are here.
Yes, miss you too.
Good
Glad
morning.
to be here. Yes. What's up? What's up? Let's do
Of
this.
course. To my right,
Yes, sir.
Adam.
We here.
First one here.
Yeah. On time
Man.
today. On time today.
Like, shining. Shining. No LeBrons,
Yeah.
but he is here. Welcome, my brother.
Appreciate it, man. Good to be back, man. Hopefully we have a good time today. I'm excited.
I think we should.
Got the first lady here today. By
Yes,
invitation. Let's
yes,
do
yes.
There
it.
we go.
Back from Singapore.
Yes, sir. World
You done
traveling.
went around the country, took some 18-hour flights.
Sheesh. 18.
Really?
Man,
Text me one day and told me it was another day where he was. I'm like, okay,
Bruh.
nah, just hurry up and come on back.
Yeah. Like 60 hours in traveling. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
My man
Be
D.
careful with United. What's happening? Yeah, be careful with that United.
Yeah.
The navigation didn't work on the plane. So
The flights are
Ooh.
sometimes inexpensive, but you
Yeah,
pay
the trouble.
The trouble ain't worth it.
Wow.
Try. I left LAX, got stuck in San Francisco,
Okay.
put on a
Mm.
flight to Switzerland.
Okay.
Then from Swiss to to Singapore and then coming back through Tokyo. So yeah, it was an adventure just to get there.
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay, see, it's
Mission.
world traveling here on
It's
this
a mission
podcast.
for love.
You know, we in LA, we
Yeah.
leave every now and again and get out, but
That's
then
why we don't
come on
leave.
back home.
Facts.
So there is a couple of things that I just cannot let off my chest that I've seen within the last 48 hours that I decided this has to be a topic of discussion. Did
All right.
anybody here catch the verses the other night between B2K and Pretty Ricky?
I caught some of the highlights. Some of
Okay.
the highlights.
V?
I
you-
did not catch the baggy
So-
pants. The vibes.
You caught it, D?
I tried, but I had to turn it off.
So
because I'm thinking I'm listening to them. I'm like, I didn't even listen to them back then, so why am I listening to them now?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And I've tried to fast forward. I'm like, okay, pretty. Man, 5 and no, man, he ain't talking to me.
similar
That
to
You
me.
just
said
wasn't the-
you checked out.
I thought the
Yeah.
same thing. I'm like, okay, if I go back to going to the club days, radio days, that would be the B2K era. They had a run here in LA. Used to see them all over
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
So I leaned that way.
And
They
so
are
did the Rejects
homegrown.
and the
I'm like,
Fanatics.
homegrown. I'm going for B2K.
Going for the home
I
team.
don't
Right.
even really know no Pretty
For sure.
Ricky song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, I'm off. Yeah, little
we'll get
Fizz,
to the
you know what I
outfits
mean?
next.
So, you
Because
said the outfits.
you saw that red leather shit?
Yeah.
I thought I was watching Drew Hill.
Facts.
I was
Facts.
like, is that Cisco? And I was like, damn, Cisco gang, wait.
Yo, I had to Google who was even in Pretty Ricky.
Yeah.
Because of course
Wasn't
I know
it more than
B2K.
3 people, or was
I
those
don't
3
know.
there? Oh, well, yeah.
There's
I
a
mean,
fourth member too, though,
I
right?
wanted. I thought it was 4
Yeah.
members.
It is 4, but like one doesn't even have a
Crazy thing is all 4 members of B2K showed up. And I was like,
Why is that crazy?
because they usually don't all show up. It's a
they've
couple
had
of
some
them.
issues even on tours that one dips out, one loses his shit,
Yeah.
2 start going at each other, whatever it is. I was like, this could go real different here
Yeah.
in front of this. But they all were there. They did their thing. Everybody played they set. Now, who you believe is the winner is up to discussion. I'm going to put it on B2K because I did know those songs. Pretty Ricky,
You
I
know the
knew
Pretty
like
Ricky
one or
joints? I felt Pretty Ricky had some of the club
I
bangers back in
remember
the day,
that.
though.
Yeah,
but
they did.
They was on rotation in
even
the club.
while I was listening to it, one of the members brought up, and I don't know if, because I didn't see it all, and I might have missed, because B2K has a lot of R. Kelly songs. If you go back to when B2K had their run, a lot of that was produced with R. Kelly, with R. Kelly on the
Oh,
track.
Those poor kids.
No, but now let's talk about possibly their biggest hit
Yeah.
is featuring Puff. Bump,
Oh,
bump, bump.
that's
Oh,
right. I forgot
right.
Puff
So
was on there. That's
they
right.
they got
Get that,
that's
get
why
that, get that.
I didn't
Yeah.
really see it, and if there was
they got
small
exposed to the industry
snippets, so
young.
What's
they
the name of the song
couldn't
again?
bump, bump, bump.
I remember it. Yeah.
And it's
So
It can have a
Yeah.
double meaning depending on
everybody
your,
in this room here remembers 90s television.
Yes.
And I remember a show named Martin.
Yeah.
And if you ever watch Martin, there was a very famous classic episode with this dude. I can't remember the actor's name, but they say he goes by Pretty Ricky.
Oh,
Recall
yeah,
that?
yeah. That's right. That's right. Pretty Ricky, what they
Yeah.
call him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, when we were in school, when someone was referred to as Pretty Boy,
Yeah.
you had a vision in your mind of what that was.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as I'm watching Versus, I'm sitting here saying, when you pick a name for your group, you can't think about just today. You got to think about 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road.
Mm.
So when you say Pretty Ricky coming to the stage, this is not the shit I was expecting to see. I'm like, ain't none of you niggas pretty. I'm like, some up here. I was
Man, they
like,
pretty to their mamas, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
even the crowd, and I've never watched, this is my first Versus I've ever watched start to finish.
Yeah.
Even the crowd, I was like, this isn't like the Versus, like, one, who asked for this? Like, this isn't New Edition verse Boys to Men. Like, okay,
right,
now
right.
let's go. I'm like, Pretty Ricky, and didn't they each have like an album each? Like, how you got a Versus and you only had one album?
Yeah.
I don't
But
know,
to each
man.
his own, I guess it's not for me. I've aged out of it. Congratulations.
And trying to make
Aged
us
out of
watch
it.
it.
Well, speaking of aged out, though, I feel like the aging R&B artists, they always give us like cringy moments now, right? Like,
Yeah.
should you
Like
be
what?
body rolling after 40?
Oh, so now
Are the
you
girls still
are.
excited about the
Yeah.
pelvic thrust? And
You
like,
got body rolls.
Right.
Well, you just got to know what to and what not to. And I think that I know who you're leaning towards. Like, are you talking about Genuine?
I was
No,
thinking
I'm
that, but I didn't
Like,
want to
that's the
say it.
first
I didn't
thing
want to
jumped
say
there.
it.
Look,
you can
all
talk
shots here.
Genuine,
He
you
doesn't
can
go-
talk who New Edition just toured. Bobby Brown still out there pelvic thrusting. Like,
Bobby got his
Keith
own
Sweat
tour
has some,
now.
Keith Sweat has some cringy moments. I'm not saying they don't deserve their own tour.
Right,
Like, y'all rock out. I'm
and
saying,
someone
like,
wants to see that.
Yeah,
does someone still want to see
100%.
that? The
Yeah,
girls are still
facts.
asking for it?
Somebody, I said.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Oh, okay.
Of
Yeah.
course
Yeah,
there
probably
is. Of
like
course.
Midwest, the South. Those shows probably go.
Probably,
Okay.
They probably in New York.
I'm not saying we don't have cringy moments because I believe that we do.
Yeah.
But somebody
Well,
wants to see that.
Someone wants to see the pelvic thrust
Staying
still.
on
Well, hey, look, more
topic
power
of
to them. More power
cringy
to them. Yeah.
moments and
They want to see if they still
performances.
got it.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to know, one, when did SeaWorld
Oh yeah, talk about
become
it.
a destination
Talk
for
about it.
artists to perform?
Yeah.
You trying to go see Bow
Genuine,
Wow?
Genuine was
I've
just
heard-
You
there.
know?
Genuine,
The Yin
Too
Yang.
Short,
Yep.
Yin Yang Twins, and most
He brought
recently
the
I
franchise
seen
boys.
Yeah.
Bow Wow. And now
Ah.
Bow Wow was performing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crowd was not with Bow Wow.
Oh.
He don't say, hey, if you watch
And
him,
Bow
he-
Wow Bow Wow, this is not a shot at Bow Wow. Bow Wow gives it up. Bow Wow definitely has
gives it
hits.
up.
I know.
To keep the
What we
crowd.
talking about? We talking about practice.
What?
Saying that
I
this
thought we were
guy
talking
hits the
about
stage and gives you
SeaWorld.
his all. This isn't a guy who just puts on the track and mouths the words
Yeah,
and just
Bow Wow,
stands
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Bow Wow's gonna give
Yeah,
you
he
a
knows,
show.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
knows, yeah,
Now,
he's a performer.
I saw middle-aged, Midwestern white women with kids and whatever, and they were looking like, what is going on here? And I'm like, so when SeaWorld does these shows, do they promote it? Like, what is the point? Like, what do they think is going to be going
don't
on
know.
at SeaWorld
I think maybe
that
they,
people are going to be like, oh, shit,
Maybe
kids, stay
attendant-
right here. We're
Yeah.
going to catch Bow
maybe
Wow.
attendance was down and they were just trying to find some way to like bring some crowds in. 'cause-
But
That sounds about right, Adam.
Yeah.
we're from L.A. SeaWorld is in San Diego.
yeah.
Where are you pulling this crowd from to see Yin Yang Twins?
No. This
Short,
is no.
Bow Wow.
San Diego. Me being in radio in San Diego, that is a market that still enjoys those artists, and that's why
Facts.
they.
Yeah, I
Okay.
believe that.
And
I
they
believe
also
that.
have the relationship with those artists because I remember those artists visiting the station, earlier 2012,
Okay.
like 10 years ago when they first were coming out and
Mhm.
stuff. So even when the songs had run their course, they were still like, oh, let's hire them to come back and
Got it.
when you
Yeah.
hire someone
Mhm.
to come back and they had a hit and it's like people still want to see them because they never got to see them. It's
Understood.
San Diego is a niche market that likes certain songs.
Well, it's a military
And-
town too.
Exactly.
Right, with
Yeah.
that, so
Right.
it's so diverse.
That
Yeah,
could
right?
be
Camp
where they're trying to
Pendleton.
bring the
Mhm.
base people on. I get
Yeah,
that.
so
Okay.
And
there's-
it do look like the crowd's rocking out with them. I don't know if you guys saw the girl with the twerking and her baby was attached Detox tour.
All you see is twerking and body rolling.
Look,
Yeah.
you're gonna see it.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
this is a wild little audience at SeaWorld.
Turned up.
Yeah.
Dolphins and Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah,
get it.
yeah. How do
Like,
you
what we
get people
talking
to
about?
come see marine life and be excited about it?
Well, it took me back to, you'll remember this, when we were younger in LA back in the 90s for graduation and around that time, there was performances at Magic Mountain.
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
there
Mm.
was
Yep.
TLC
Yeah.
at Magic Mountain, Tevin
Right.
Campbell.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are they trying to do that?
Yeah.
Nah, because
yeah,
it was
but-
a
I feel
right.
like
The
it's
last
like
one.
that, yeah.
It was a
Yeah,
right.
there's a reason why
Yeah.
there's no
I
longer
was at
those
the-
performances
yeah.
at.
Yeah, I was there.
So,
Crisscross. They had a right.
Crisscross was up. Yeah, man, they're taking me back.
Over.
So, LA News, currently right now, we are hosting World Cup.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And, this is my first time ever being interested, ever tuning in.
Really?
Yes, I'm not going to
I'm
lie
a
for the
fan,
people out
and I don't
there.
even be like soccer.
See, I think
24/7.
that you're more cultured than me. You've always been way more cultured than me. Like, I'm trying to think of Inglewood when I grew up. Did I ever see a soccer ball out on? No.
Mm.
Like, we played basketball
Football.
and football,
Yeah.
and that's it. Occasionally, somebody had a bat and you
Right.
saw baseball, but it was football and basketball. Like,
Yeah.
we never
Really
saw
a
soccer
stick. We
like
made it
that.
work with a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the Kings was right down the street. Nobody
Yeah.
cared about hockey.
But those
none
are
of
sports that
things.
were created in the U.S.
This is true.
So, you
This
know what I
is
mean?
true.
So that's why we're going to be more, like, inclined to play those sports. Those are creations of ours. So,
Well, it
but
brought me
soccer around the
to
world, yeah, it's a big deal.
an interesting question of, in our community,
Mm.
do we care about soccer like that? Like, do we have a team? Like, do you root for the
Mm.
U.S.? Do you root from somewhere else? Are you invested, or are you just looking
I root
because it's
for
on?
Mbappe.
Yeah. Yeah, Mbappe is,
Mbappe, Ronaldo, hey.
Okay.
And
So we have a
Haiti.
true
Oh,
fan
no.
here.
Haiti, hey.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Haiti.
saying.
Oh,
Like, a lot of
this
people
a
will
big
go
deal
their
for
country.
Haiti.
It is.
For us to
Yeah.
score even a goal in the World Cup,
Okay.
I see it now. We're going to be winning the World Cup like in the
Oh,
future.
okay.
So this one
That's
goal,
not
even
gonna
though we're
happen, but
out,
okay.
was
Mhm.
letting you know
We're
Y'all
coming.
we
coming.
got some fire in the ass and
Okay.
we coming for you.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know what I mean? Because get ready.
So
To
that
answer your
brings me-
question, though,
Yeah,
my
sorry.
first thought was
No.
like, have we ever, like, somebody hit you up and like, yo, we got the game on today. We have a barbecuing. Y'all
Not
come
out
through.
here.
That's usually for
No.
basketball or football,
Well,
right?
also, and I know this
Or
just from family.
Boxing.
Oh, that's
Like,
yep.
I've gotten up and they watching soccer at like 4 and 5 in the morning.
Really?
We ain't doing no
We not
shit
doing it.
like
Yeah,
that
about to
to
say,
see
yeah.
I mean, I
basketball.
did when my son was playing. 'Cause my son played club soccer, and the ex-wife's from the Caribbean. So
Oh,
it's a
okay.
big,
And that's what it is. And so
Yeah,
it's
it's a cultural
me and my
thing.
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
exactly. So I was up in the
Mhm.
Premier League games. I mean, the reality is soccer is really global.
For
You can
sure.
look at a premier
Yes.
team. It's going to be American on there. It's going to be a Haitian on there. It's going to be a Jamaican on there. A Spaniard. It's someone from every country on one team.
Yeah.
It's starting to look like what some of these NBA teams are looking for.
The true
Yeah.
football.
know.
The true football.
So
Football.
Football.
this was going on while the NBA draft, the end of the NBA season, all kind of mixed in one. So if you caught any type of ESPN sports shows, they kind of mixed everything
Mhm.
in. And they started talking about GOAT debates and things like that, which us gentlemen have had conversations about that prior. And so I wanted to know, where does soccer rank amongst your GOATs of athletes? Like, when you say
Oh,
GOAT,
yeah.
do you say just a basketball player? Do you include, is there any GOATs of baseball in that debate? Do you consider a GOAT of football, GOAT of soccer, GOAT of golf? When we say GOAT, we are typically saying an NBA player for the most part.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was
Some people will throw Tom Brady in there
Mhm.
for their GOAT. I truly don't count that, because in football, how can you be a GOAT? Like, there's other people needed for
What
you
about
to
Deion
get to
Sanders?
even Deion. Deion's one of my favorite players, and he played both sides of the ball. But like, my argument for Tom Brady's a quarterback. Somebody had to catch the ball. Somebody had to run it in.
You didn't
there
see
was
when
a
he threw it to
front
himself?
line, something like that. So I don't consider like some people, okay, he got 7 rings, he's the GOAT. I'm like, there's some other, take some people off of that team, and that team isn't what it is.
But
When
that's
it
the same
comes
with
to
any
bas-
sport, though. I mean, it's not
technically,
1-on-5.
Think about it. We consider Vince Carter a GOAT.
A dunking goat.
A GOAT. Not he ain't the GOAT, but Vince Carter. Vince Carter never won anything, and he was a single player on mostly shitty teams. But like, there's been players in the NBA we consider up there that haven't won anything, but their talent puts them in the conversation.
I think to kind of answer his question, but to piggyback on what you're saying, like, you know, soccer is has such a global reach that someone having that conversation is going to mention the Cristiano Ronaldos, the Messis, the
Pele's.
Those are like the only 2 soccer players I know because I'm not tapped into soccer like that. But yeah, they have a larger fan base than any of the GOATs we talk about here. Correct. And that's based off like their Instagram following, right? Like, you know, LeBron James has
true,
like
though?
Is it true? It depends on the person. It's subjective.
My stepson yesterday, who follows soccer hugely, has played soccer. I also know that he is a Raider fan.
Yeah.
And semi watches basketball. So I posed him the question to see what he would say, because I was expecting to hear a Messi, Ronaldo, something like that. He said, when I think GOAT, I think Tom Brady and Michael Jordan.
He's also from LA.
Exactly. You'd have to ask someone from a different country.
He is, but this is the guy who I used to see 3 a.m., 4 a.m. up, go, in the Mexico jersey and all of this. And I was like, so even you don't consider them the GOATs over players from here and other sports.
So I'm in Kuala Lumpur, time difference for the World Cup, and my guy Louis, who's from Suriname, which is, you know, South America, is trying to walk around another country in Malaysia, trying to figure out how to watch a game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how involved it is. We get stuck on just what we got going on out here. Like, we don't expand, but when you do leave the country, it's a different mindset. They don't care about no NFL.
So
they don't know nothing about it.
This question.
Basketball, they're starting to with Wemby and the global, right? But
we've seen with the Olympics in other countries. There's this famous scene I always remember from Michael Jordan, I think during the first Dream Team. He gets off of the bus and they got the Jordan with the arms out poster, and they know exactly who the hell he is. They're wearing his shoes. Kobe, same thing.
They knew from there because of that sport, because they were captivated by it. They didn't have that around the world, but that's why we now have. I mean, I go Wemby and Jokic. That's Luka. That's why we have them now, because all those people saw that. That wasn't a thing back then, and they said, "Damn, I want to be those dudes," right? Because before that, it's still track and field. It's, you know, I'm swimming, right? You know, all around the world. It's global, right? When you're talking about the Olympics. But we were it. Why is it that now when the NBA players go, no matter how great they are, it's always, damn, they might win by it. They're not just throttling people, right? Like they were back then.
Yeah.
Because the world's caught up. Because they learned the game.
So I guess my question would be kind of an extension, and this is going to add to our discussion on the GOAT when we had our differences of opinions of who it is. Would you say worldwide the most recognizable sports figure is not Michael Jordan?
I would say no.
Yeah.
Who would you put then?
One of those soccer players.
And I would have to.
Beckham?
I'm also
Like
now.
Beckham?
But I'm also. You
I
gotta
see
count here
the
too.
video that you're talking
Beckham.
about where
They still
Michael
like
Jordan.
him.
Yeah, the video you're talking about where Michael
absolutely.
Jordan gets off the bus. I mean, you're going to see that if Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, Beckham, if they're out and about somewhere, and you can look it up on YouTube, it's the same type of reaction. It's like this mythical figure walking around like, oh my God, like, I can't believe this person's in front
I
of
can't
me.
believe
So
they
are you
kicked the
saying
ball
that
and did that
goes the
play.
same
You know,
way?
you're like,
But so I get that possibly there.
Yeah.
But when you come here, if I showed the average 10-year-old a picture of Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, or Jordan and said,
The 10-year-old might not
Name
even
it.
know who Jordan is nowadays, which is unfortunate. And the reality is people are wearing Jordans overseas. I've seen it, right? But it's not so much for Mike, it's for the culture. I see
But
people
that's
with
what
the
I'm saying.
tags
If
on
you
their
know
hat
that
still. I'm like, how you
Jumpman
doing that?
figure, you know that goes with Michael Jordan.
They not necessarily. You know that goes with Jumpman. You don't necessarily not. I mean, we take it for granted that we do, but overseas, it's they seen it. They seen it in a in a Nelly video or something, right? That's what they see. They see a lot of our culture, and we have Jordans on. They might not be able to attach the fact that that was somebody that played in 1993.
But do
It's
you
just
say that's the same for like Asian countries?
yeah.
Because there was a time when we were younger where the culture, us, were wearing the Jordans. Nowadays, we're not the only. They're not selling out just because of black people.
It's a connected world. I've seen a lot of more of a like a hip hop, like you see Supreme and Jordans. That's what I was at the mall in Singapore, and that's what the younger people had on. I'm like,
So
they
you
dress
believe
like
it's become
us.
cultural?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's culture. It's
Gotcha.
more
Gotcha.
culture driven than anything because they're so far removed and so. I mean, I would think they're probably like late teens, early 20s. They're not gonna know who Jordan is, unfortunately, because it's just it wasn't
Not
there.
the spirit of Jordan how we know it.
Correct,
too.
because it's there. We
Went
weren't as
live.
connected.
Yeah.
Correct. You know, they grew up with cell phones. They can look and see it, but it was different from watching it back in the day.
Yeah.
And then you
Ooh.
telling
So
Corey.
Live.
why do you think that doesn't translate then to sales? Like if there's another player, it would seem to me if there is somebody if I'm Phil Knight
Mhm.
and there's somebody bigger than Jordan, recognized worldwide, I would go find them and give them a shoe and say, you can stand next to this guy.
Yeah,
This guy seems, no matter who comes out with a shoe, why can't they touch this guy if that's so true?
because
we've had
economics
Steph
and
Curry.
commerce has changed. Yeah, it's changed though. The world's changed in the last 20 years. The way consumers buy things have changed. There's so much product out there and when you're talking about a sneaker, I seen New Balance, a lot of New Balance on that side. They still pushing Asics overseas.
Well, that's
Asics
still,
is
my son just asked for a pair of Aces
So
and
they-
he's in the
so-
8th grade.
so Asics.
Yeah, they're bringing it back.
Nice.
Sauconys, all of that's
Yeah.
everything from the 90s. They are refurbishing
They're
and
not.
bringing
They
it
don't.
back.
They're not bringing nothing back
Guess
overseas.
has
they
made a
own it.
comeback.
Dude, I'm at a mall. It's all Dior, this, that, the other. Asics, New Balance, like every sneaker you want on, right? Like everything you want is right there. So it's just the consumer taste has changed from you're looking at it a little more linear. Like, okay, this is boom. Why not this? And they can just go get that one athlete. There's thousands of athletes
But
now,
what I'm saying is no matter where I go, whether it's California, New York, Texas, Atlanta, Florida, wherever, you walk into a shoe store and ask for a pair of Jordans, you're going to hear two words: sold out.
not no more. Not no more.
Where are they? You can't find them. That's what I'm saying.
You're the only one looking for them. No, they're not producing them.
They're on eBay.
Yeah, I think you need to start looking a little further because that's not really the case.
Are you looking for them?
I
can probably
at
get
this
you
point,
some
for
right
me,
now,
I
but-
have
Facts,
enough.
any ones you want right now.
Right now, I think I have
Have 'em by
enough to
Monday.
hold me, but I'm saying I always look for like the retros, anybody's old school, Deion Sanders, anybody. And when I go to these kids who never played a sport, aren't old enough to know, when I hit the mall or go out, this is still their, like you said, cultural shoe is the Jordan. Why isn't there somebody else that has taken that over if he's not considered the man? You have a LeBron,
But
you
you're
have a
tying it
Steph
to
Curry.
to the man. They don't care what Jordan did. They just see the shoe. They think it's cool. They seen it in a video, and that's the connection. It's there's really isn't. He's transcendent besides being who Jordan
So are
is.
you saying it's a follow the leader thing?
Facts.
Our generation wears it, so they want to wear it?
A lot of it is some nostalgia.
No, I was going to say your experiences, though, all the cities you just referenced, they're all domestic. He's talking about a global experience. So you're asking about which athlete is bigger or biggest. And if you're just asking in America, there might be an argument for LeBron or for Michael Jordan. But the minute you leave the country, football becomes, and I mean football, soccer becomes the main sport. So it's like, if we were to go to a store in maybe Malaysia or one of these European countries or Norway, some of these diehard soccer like countries, and say we did a release and it's like, okay, we got these new Jordans coming out, we got these new LeBrons coming out, but we have the new Cristiano Ronaldos coming out. I would think the Cristiano Ronaldos would sell out before
Maybe
anything.
That's my question is, and if they do exist, why haven't I heard of a Ronaldo or a Messi shoe?
Because we're here in
you
America.
haven't left California besides New York.
But that's what I'm saying. If that's the case, why do they have Jordans and they still sell over there and it's not the opposite here? You're telling me for all the Mexico jerseys I see, if there was a Cristiano Ronaldo shoe,
Ronaldo's not from Mexico.
Sold.
We gotta know. We gotta know our demographics now.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that for the last week or two, I've seen every soccer jersey. The most dominant would be the Mexico jersey that I'm seeing here.
Because we live in Southern California.
Yeah, because we're pretty much in Mexico.
If they follow soccer that much and there's that many soccer fans, why is there not a soccer shoe? Growing up, I didn't know shit about tennis. One of the dopest shoes I remember back in the day from Nike was the Andre Agassi.
Yeah,
he was all sport.
Because they marketed them, yeah.
Bo Jackson. Deion Sanders. There were other players
30
Rod
years ago,
Woodson,
bro.
but there were other players even today. There's everybody got a deal. New Balance is in the games. Adidas is in the game. Where is the soccer player shoe if they are over us is what I'm trying to say.
Look, the reality is we're not as big in the soccer as the rest of the world. Is it? Maybe there is, right? And I'll look and find out. We'll do some stats if you want to do stats. But that's not your demographic. That's just like me listening to Pretty Ricky and B2K. I ain't going to do it. I fast forwarded it, you know? So
we'll do our homework on this soccer debate and get back to y'all.
You need to leave New York and keep going.
What's the real debate though? What's your last real like? What's
he
your
associates sneakers to everything, though.
To
That's
Michael
what
It's
it is.
not just an association of sneakers. It's not just a
It's the
sneaker.
sneakers and sports.
That's it.
It's clothing and branding, period.
Oh, okay.
I don't see a bigger brand. In the NBA, you see the logo of the Jordan on the thing. And I'm not take it off of Michael Jordan. But if there is somebody over him or close, where is that person? Like we talk about all the ridiculous money NBA players make today.
Though.
They make this because this is more than the United States watching this shit today. So other people in other countries do know our players or they wouldn't be making 50, 60, 70 million a year. That's just not here. You can't get that. You got to be global to get that type of money. So I don't think I hear what you're saying. And I know TV is similar. Here's where my problem starts, I think. During the NBA finals. I watched the finals. I watched all 7 games. I watched the games leading up to the games. And all I kept getting sold from all these media outlets was Wemby because he's from overseas. Like, oh my God, an overseas player similar to a Messi, Ronaldo, he's going to take over. And I watched and I was like, I don't think he is. I don't see him having that type of talent. I think that we are trying, or someone is selling us on these European and players from other places.
They're trying to expand the brand because it's a business. That's the only way the model works.
It's a product. Yeah.
Because at 50 million, it's not necessarily that the rest of the world is watching. Maybe they are. Some of them are, right? But a lot of them are watching for their players. Again, the ones that we mentioned, because it is a global reach. But the NBA, just like the NFL, they're looking to expand because it is a business. They're maxed out. They can't just rely on us because there's a lot of people. My son don't even know nothing about football. Has it worked?
You have a son that plays basketball. You have a daughter that plays basketball. Mm-hmm. Are they following any European players in the league? Does she ever come to you and say, Dad, I want those Lucas that just came out or those Giannis's?
She's not going.
Yeah, she's not checking for fashion like that.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying fashion. I'm just saying, is it even correlating to the sales? If these European players, name a European player that's the face of the league or has been. They're saying it's going to be Wemby. I don't see it. He's not better than Brunson. He's not better than SGA.
He's a different player. Yeah. I mean, he's 7'4".
I do think they have influence on.
Yeah, absolutely.
They absolutely have influence.
Okay.
On if Ronaldo dropped like a new sneaker, they're checking for it. They're going to look for it.
So you're saying like the Ronaldo jersey versus an NBA player jersey is probably more of.
It's probably more of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Globally, not domestically. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because that's not going to be really his motion's not going to be a sneaker. It's going to be a cleat. So is there a Ronaldo?
And he's not gonna have as
cleat?
most motion in the States as he would somewhere
Yeah.
else.
I'm sure there's some Ronaldo cleats or some Messi cleats that they all over. Like, oh man, I need those, but for the pitch.
Well, see, it's funny
they
that you
not,
should say
you
that
know?
because there is a player who has a cleat that I see everybody wearing when it comes to golf and other things. It's transcended sports. But we'll have that conversation another
You said
time.
golf.
Golf, football. If you watch a football game, every player has on some version of the Jordan in the cleat. You watch baseball now. They're golfing in the shoe. That's why I'm saying if there's a global
brand
person that's bigger, everybody should be wearing Tiger Woods cleats if that's the case. But he didn't transcend that people wanted it. That's why it's just a weird.
But that wasn't.
How did the culture just? Why is it always Jordan? No matter the sport. If I come out of high school right now and go to college, get drafted into the NFL, I want a Jordan 1 cleat instead of a Deion Sanders or a Tom Brady. Why do they all go to Jordan?
It also depends on who it is, because if you're talking about somebody that's a Black American, because they grew up in the hood and that's all they know. You know what I mean?
That could be it.
Yeah.
That's the reality. You really got to think about the demographic, you know? So that's, yeah, it's a dynamic conversation, but the reality is you're looking at it there. Once you expand the reach, it's a little different, man. It's a little different.
Did everyone here catch the NBA playoffs and the finals? Did anybody watch? Who were you going for?
New York.
New York, okay.
I was
Adam?
indifferent. Neither team. I had no skin in this game, but
Did
I did
you
watch.
watch it? You
as
did
a
watch
basketball
it.
fan.
If
I
I was definitely going for New York.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was going for New York. Okay.
I did not watch every game though.
No.
That's what I was
Congrats
about to
to the
say.
New York Knicks, 53
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, absolutely. It was
One
big.
hell of a parade. Y'all showed
They
y'all
didn't
ass.
broadcast the NBA overseas, so I didn't get to see.
You didn't get.
He was
Nah,
gone.
I was looking at highlights.
So when did you leave? Like, where were they when you left?
I left.
Did you miss the
on
entire finals?
The 9th. So when did I leave? Yeah, I was going on 2 weeks. So the whole NBA finals
You missed
done.
it all. Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw towards the end when San Antonio was still trying to get to the,
Mm-hmm.
you know, San Antonio was having their hands full, you know, trying to get to the finals.
So they didn't air the NBA finals,
Ah,
but they did show the World Cup games.
they
course.
showed some of the World Cups, yeah.
Yeah. See?
See, there you go.
Yeah.
To
Well,
answer
no.
all of that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it comes full circle. Full
It's
circle.
true,
Now I
though.
heard it. Didn't Australia have a team and they're a hosting country and they already out?
Oh, yeah, they're trash.
Do they
though.
suck? Oh, so they are.
No, I mean they're good enough to make the World Cup, but they're right there
No.
with Haiti at the crib.
Where have you been outside the United States?
Great question,
TJ.
B.
TJ,
yeah.
Baja,
TJ.
California.
Yeah,
This
TJ.
dude. That's what I'm saying.
Oh
You got
man, exposure leads
I
to
gotta-
expansion. Yeah, you got to expand.
like they
that.
love us
I'm an
around the
American.
world, but you got to get yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what?
You said what?
I'm an American. I'm not one of those people. There's a lot of places I won't go. Like, and my
Oh,
wife
absolutely.
asks me this question all the time. Like, would you go? And I'm like, no.
You don't like to travel, then
I love to travel.
you do.
But
okay.
I also am very aware of what's going on in the world and with us. And
Nothing's
I remember
going on with
COVID
us.
and people being places and their ass was stuck there. And
Okay.
they like, yeah, sit your ass right there until we figure this shit out. That ain't happening to me.
Ain't nothing going wrong with. Ain't nothing's going on with us.
And I'm not a 8 like what he just did.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah, that's
tell
a
me that
mission.
I'm in.
You're not doing it.
But,
Hell
but
no.
when you do it, you got to go there
Hell
for a
So
no.
you're
night.
not going to Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand, and
Amsterdam.
When Corey gets
Let's
the
get it.
money that we on a jet and not with the masses, and it ain't no 18 type of hour flight, there's
He
so
said-
many places I can think of that I would like to see before I subject myself to a 12, 16, 18-hour flight.
You
What about
supposed
a
to-
10-hour?
Yeah.
to France.
So
What about Paris? What
Let's
about
start
London?
here.
My daughter's in Paris right
Let-
now.
Oh, is
Nice.
she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna give you some truth.
Okay.
Here we go.
I really don't like to fly like that.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
when
that's
it's
it.
long,
There it
like
is.
New York is about my max.
This turned
I'm
into a
up at
therapy
like the
session.
last hour walking up and down, like, let's go. Let's land this shit. I'm ready to get off. I don't like, I'm claustrophobic.
He's the baby
I
that
don't like
cries on
the
the plane.
flight.
The whole time
Exactly.
that won't be quiet.
No, I'm
Somebody
the,
hit-
as soon as they
hit
sit
us up.
down and the wheels take off and they say drinks,
drinks.
I'm taking 2-3 drinks to go to sleep and not know that I'm on a plane till I land.
I will let you
wherever
know
I am.
this. And I experienced it and I loved it. I was nervous about taking just a flight to Paris.
Mm-hmm.
And it ended
How
up
long
being
was that?
Don't worry about how long.
Let
me tell
that's
you-
my first question.
You know what? Do you like movies and shows?
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
So those flights, they
Yep.
want to make you feel like you are almost in your bedroom
Yes.
as much as they can, depending on your
Yeah,
money and
Right.
what flight you get and airline. Okay.
Understood.
But the point is, a pillow, a blanket, ear things. Meals. You're gonna be upset because you're gonna fall asleep, be sleeping good, and they're gonna wake you up for another meal. They're giving you like
Yeah,
2 to 3
facts.
meals,
Yep.
Mhm.
drinks when you need it, space. That's what I experienced. And so I was watching shows. I had to renew my real estate license. So I
Okay.
was my homegirl was right here. We were like, yeah, Karen, blah, blah.
Okay.
Then next thing you know, I was napping. I was like, the chicken what? The chicken pesto? Okay, no, I want the steak. I don't
Mhm.
know. I didn't get no
Understood.
steak on no plane, by the way. But first class probably has steak.
Got it.
Yeah.
Now, Corey
Got it.
was on a
Understood.
Spirit.
No, hell no. So I'm gonna give you a
And
story.
Spirit is excellent.
No,
I took a
no,
trip
it's not
to.
key.
If you work for Mercedes, Mercedes sends you to their plant to see the plant, how the cars are made, test the cars, all of this stuff. It's
Corey
in
used to work for
Alabama.
Mercedes.
Yes, it's in Alabama.
Ooh.
So we left Burbank. I can't remember where we landed. Landed from there, go to Alabama. So leaving LA, 6-something in the morning, we get to our first destination. A couple hours later, we went to a bar, 3 drinks, some food. Got on the plane, another drink, let's go. Landed, drink. That's how I hate to fly.
Oh, and that was
Like,
not even
I'm-
that far.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm not no hand me a beer. Nope. Give me a double shot of Jack and some Coke, something. I'm really, I hate flying.
That's
I don't even.
that
and
comfort
the-
I was telling you about won't help a little.
I'm also claustrophobic.
Oh, claustrophobic.
Like I don't
okay.
like if you get me in a car and I gotta have the wind. I need fresh air in the car.
Oh.
Don't hot box me, roll the fucking windows up. Fuck the
Well,
AC.
there it is.
Even
He's
with the AC,
claustrophobic.
I need
Hot-
the window down.
hot
a
box
little
in the
bit.
You're
plane.
claustrophobic.
Yeah, like
The,
bad.
the bad thing to that though, and this is not taking a shot at anybody that doesn't like traveling, but then your perspective on everything's kind of limited. Because
Yes
you've
and
only
no.
you
Well,
once
see,
you
it's
no,
limited
hold on,
to you.
I'm
hold
a
on,
different
hold on.
type of person.
Once you travel the world, and you guys could speak to this, once you have all this exposure, they always say how it leads to the expansion of your mind. Because you realize how big the world is and everything's different. The language is different. The way they dress is different. The way they speak, the way they interact. It's like
And
once
what you think is not really what it is sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was thinking people was gonna be like US, F you, woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
They was everybody was super excited. Oh man, I love the US, blah, 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 right? And then and then think about how the president, this shithole countries, all this, right? So you're in Malaysia, you're like, shit, there's a euros. Right? It's like you're just seeing like it's super modern, everybody's super nice. I could see myself living in Malaysia.
The
I'm
funny
looking
thing,
at real estate.
Like we
Wow.
started this off before we started. You guys weren't privy to this conversation. I told you I could live in New York.
yeah.
Right.
The funny, has anybody in here
Which
seen
is very
Succession?
cultural.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course. Yes.
I think I have. I can't remember.
HBO.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know the actor's name, which we'll get better at this as we keep going. It was the guy trying to buy the company
Okay.
that lived in Italy.
Yeah.
To get to his house, you had to get on the helicopter, fly to whatever. Once you got to Italy, you had to take the boat to get to
Right.
his house.
Yeah, because it's remote. Yeah.
In a perfect world,
Yeah.
that's where I would want to live.
On the remote island with no people.
Yes, like
Okay.
to come see me, bet.
Yeah.
You gotta, and then make some more arrangements. You ain't just popping up. But like that's the type of living that I would like to.
That requires a plane and a helicopter and a boat.
All
Just
the
to
all the
get
things
once
you don't
I
wanna
get there,
fly
on.
there's multiple
Claustrophobic.
ways
Well,
I could take a hit of something, a couple hits of something to get on that
So now
plane.
you're gonna
and
have
then
habits
now
just
when
to
I
get
get
there.
there, once I
Okay.
get there, I'm good. I'm just staying. I'm staying put.
Yeah, I got you.
So to circle this back to the NBA, the finals is over. Congratulations to the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
New York.
Congratulations
Yeah.
to Jalen Brunson, the man, number 11. The whole story of him and his father, wow.
Yeah.
The whole story of everything on the Knicks, Villanova, what's my man's name? His homie. Josh Hart,
Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, they all college
all with the
teammates.
college
So
together.
happy, yes, to see that this happened. And then we just got blessed with the NBA draft.
Yeah.
And there's been some people who've had comments after the draft about the nuclear black family, things like that. First off, I would like to congratulate all, 60 players.
Yeah.
They got drafted to go to the NBA, so congratulations.
Absolutely.
Welcome. Can't wait to watch you. Wish you nothing but the best. Godspeed. It was interesting to see. I've never again watched the NBA draft into this one. I don't know if it's my son coming of age, now in high school. We keep asking him what he wants to do, and his answer is, I'm going to play basketball. And I'm like, okay. So we ain't got a secondary option.
Right.
I'm playing basketball. And this has been the answer for about 8 years now.
Okay.
Like he's not giving up on, I'm going to be in the NBA. Okay. So watched the draft. He watched it along with me and Mom. It was cool to see the families. Some they talked to, some they didn't. What is your take on what you guys saw? If you caught the draft at all, or pieces of it, or clips, or snippets, how did you feel about it?
How they feel about the draft?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a draft. So I had a little skin in the game
Yeah,
because
Yes.
you know Dominique Daniels Jr. Dom, that's my cousin.
Congrats.
Shout out to
Oh,
So he's
wow.
in it. He didn't get drafted, but he did sign a free agent contract to play summer league with the New Orleans with the Pelicans. So
Nice.
he's gonna put the league on notice, and
Okay.
he should be able to do some things. So I'm just checking it out. They did really highlight having a dad in the household, right? Like first several picks, mom and dad was there, which and
Damn near
sometimes
all. I only saw one single parent get up
Yeah.
there.
well, and we don't know the story. Maybe dad's not here any longer. Like as far as like they, he's
Yeah, the one that
unalive.
didn't have it,
First round, they
So we
told
don't
a
know.
story.
Correct. So they made a big deal out of it, and then that made me think about how much of a big deal it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when and I look at even my personal experience. I have
Mm-hmm.
few
I
kids,
know where you're going with this. Yes.
different women. And I look at the relationships I have with my children where I was in the house longer or had a good relationship with mom where I'm helping discipline versus the ones that it was out of sight, out of mind. Oh, you're not here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And how different that relationship is and how, some kids are thriving, some are having a little bit more challenges, and we're working at repairing a relationship.
Got it.
Right? Like with AJ DeBonza, the number 1 pick,
Yeah.
when he was supposed to go to prep school, his mom told his dad, like, nah, you're not sending my baby across the country to no Utah. You going with him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they worked together to say, how are we going to make this opportunity work? They didn't just boot him on a plane and say, good luck, kid. We'll see you in a couple of years.
That's
So it's
a
that
whole
communication.
different cultural conversation that I think that we need to have and revisit. Yes, can a single mom raise a kid and they turn out perfect? 100%.
Absolutely.
But having 2 parents in the house makes a huge difference in how things play
Here I
out.
am, Corey.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
product of a single mom?
Yeah.
Mom? Okay.
4 girls. I'm the oldest.
Yes.
I mean,
Well, this is where it kind of that fork in the road to me, because I believe that raising sons, you will need a father figure, or you're going to deal with a son that kind of goes astray. I think that it's more important in raising a male child to have a male figure than it is with having a daughter.
V?
I understand that.
But you think
I still
you
wanted
think
my
it's
father
I was about to
around.
say,
Yes,
yeah.
I
no,
still
not
wanted
to
my
say you
father
didn't,
around.
but what I'm saying
I was
is
like, where'd that man at? I found him, but that's another podcast.
growing up,
Yeah. No, that's
the kids who were the bad kids typically didn't come from a 2-parent household.
because they're going to test their mom at every angle.
Exactly what
Yeah, the
I'm
boys
saying.
push,
There's
yeah.
even in similar to your situation, I've had multiple children, moms. mom always thought that she could do it, and as she'll attest to this, kid gets to a certain age and they're teens, and I didn't even have to say
Come get your son.
Mom is on the phone like, it's your turn.
Right.
I see what you were talking about. I can't handle this. And here he is. My older son, when he started high school, was like, he's yours. And so that's what I'm saying. But that's a different conversation of the importance of the family. Now, there are some interesting things I saw in the draft, just like the verses that I have to bring up, since this is the first time that I've ever watched one. How did you feel about the way that the kids presented themselves and the differences as the draft went on? Like the first couple 5, 10 verses, as they kept going, the lower the number got, I started to see the jewelry, the bling, the grills, and I'm like, funny, 1 through 5 just got up there with a suit and a tie on, and then here come number 28, got a big old medallion, Skittles in his ear, he got a grill on, and I'm like, interesting. Maybe why you didn't go higher. If you were a parent, and son, daughter, son, daughter. Do you have a son or just a daughter?
Just my daughter. I'm just a girl
there
dad.
is the WNBA, so she can be drafted one day also.
For sure.
And wear gold grills.
And I even have a question for you on this topic too.
And I have some for you too.
So,
I like it.
Couple of things that would not happen in my household. 6 years or so from now, if my son is to get drafted in the NBA, there will be no sit-in girlfriends accompanying us or to the draft. How do you feel about that?
Thank you. Like, why does it always
as a girl mom, if little mama said, hey, guy I like is getting drafted tomorrow and he's invited me to come to, what would you say to that? Would you allow it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this young child has parents and they worked hard to bring him up, and I'm doing the same thing. So I respect that from parent to parent. Okay. If you want to invite my child, because our kids are friends, that is a beautiful thing.
Facts.
Honey, do not think he is yours.
Yeah.
Understood. There we go.
We have, this is a whole different podcast. You support your friend, and that's it.
So
do not expect anything.
Holding, and every time the camera go to him, trying to get in the angle and
I think those are funny because they're just boyfriend and girlfriend right now.
Okay.
And they're young and it's young love.
It's
and
funny.
We've all been there.
And so we watch and we're like, enjoy that. But then,
here's the thing I want to challenge you on though. I think what you're forgetting when it comes to the bling, the jury, even you saying in 6 years, if we're there, I'm not allowing my son. These kids get NIL money now.
Understood.
All these kids that were in that draft, some of them had made millions of dollars.
Understood.
In fact, there was a guy that turned down an NBA contract to go back to college because he was going to make $5 million. So now here's the thing, and here's where I challenge you. I had to listen to my parents because they were still supporting me. If I have $5-6 million in the bank, Pops, you're not telling me what I'm wearing or who I'm inviting.
So here's part.
Corey gonna call us and be like, man,
so
look,
here's my
didn't invite me.
Dad, look at me. I'm the captain now.
Here is my challenge to that.
Get my luggage, Dad.
Two things.
Yeah.
If second round players had NIL money, I'm guessing round 1 players had even more.
Had the bag.
But they did not do it. Part 2 to that is in the conversations over the years that I've had with my son of this freedom of which you're speaking of if I get NIL money or as I get older, I can do what I want to do. This is true.
Yeah.
But I can't. Kevin Hart has this great little interview that's going around where he talks about he's like, I'm not the most liked parent because as a parent, having lived life to whatever age I am now, I know better than you know on the decisions that you're going to make. So I can't sit and watch you make a bad decision.
Oh, that's fair.
This isn't the way we should go.
Yeah.
Why I say this is one of my son's favorite players the last few years has been John Morant. And he swore to me 7 days a week that the new face of the league was going to be John Morant.
Okay.
As I witnessed the way John Morant carried himself, the braids, the tattoos, the celebrations, I said, it's not going to go the way that you like because this is something that has to be so globally. And I would like you to find me the player who has been the face of the league with the braids, the tattoos, the jewelry, and all of that. Iverson was never the face of the league.
He
was the face of us. No, he was the face for
he
us
was the face
of
for
the
me.
league. He wasn't what the league has been trying to sell.
Yeah,
if you go in with
he didn't have the backing of the NBA. He didn't have the backing of the NBA.
Kobe Bryant, the Steph Currys. It is always the clean cut, no tattoos, no whatever is the person right now they're trying to crown Wemby.
Yeah.
He's that
image that they want.
Safe.
Yeah, for sure.
Now there's some other players on the Spurs not gonna happen.
I love
the braids, the whatever. It's not gonna happen.
I don't care.
So
they
what
make
I'm
their
saying
meal
to
tickets
you
playing basketball.
is, as a parent, I get the part that you're saying.
Yeah.
I have my own money. I can do what I want.
Right.
Pops, I got this. As the parent, thinking of here comes Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Gatorade, McDonald's, blah, blah, blah. There is a strong difference between the players that do what they want and the ones that get those huge endorsement deals. Anthony Edwards is one.
Yeah.
Adidas, Sprite, blah, blah, blah. Anthony Edwards, very clean cut.
Yeah.
He doing
Steph
what he
Curry outside of his activities and making babies.
Yeah.
Everybody got their thing.
From the window to the wall.
So now I'm going to toss the same question to you that I posed to Vanya.
Yeah.
Fast forward, I don't know how old your daughter is.
She's 11.
Now, perfect.
Yeah.
WNBA players are making millions and millions and having the draft, and they are on an equal playing field with the NBA.
Okay.
And it's draft day.
Yeah.
She say, Pops.
Yeah.
You know, my boo.
Yeah.
I want him to come sit in on this.
For sure.
And sit on the couch right next to me when they announce my name and, you know.
Yep.
What you saying to that?
I'm saying this. How old were you guys when you moved out the house?
17. I don't want to say that.
So I'm saying, okay, how old were you when you were independent? Meaning I have my own place. I'm paying my own bills. I have my own car that I'm paying for. Mm-hmm. What could your parents tell you at that point?
I was paying for some stuff while I was still at home.
Okay.
And I did leave home at 28.
28, okay. But when you became independent, though,
you left when you were ready.
Yeah, when you're paying all
dreams.
When you're paying,
my mama did not want me to leave. Go on.
I don't blame her.
No, but I'm just saying,
it's different with a daughter than a male.
No, it's not. 100%. It's not even different with daughter than a male. I'm just saying when you're paying all your bills. Like I remember, I moved out the house and I was independent, whereas like I was detached from my parents at like 2021. It's like I got this now. I got all my bills. I got my car. I don't really need you guys for anything. My parents can't tell me what to do at this point. They can't give me a curfew. They can't tell me you need to do this or you can't do that. Yeah. So to answer your question, the college girls are also getting NIL money.
Yeah.
If my daughter is blessed enough to make it to the WNBA, and sweetie, if you ever see this, you are that talented and you can make it. At that point, I'm expecting that she's probably already got a couple millions in the bank from NIL. Now, I could tell her what I think she should do. Like, how long have you been with this guy? You know, where are the relationships at? Do I like the individual? I could give her my thoughts, but she ultimately gets to decide what she wants to do because now she's an adult. So and dad doesn't pay for anything.
Dad that plays the background and I've raised you right and you're going to make the right decision.
That's not playing the background to me though.
You give him the tools.
Yeah, you could say that's playing the background, but for me, I'm still very much a part of her relationship and her choices, especially if she's coming to me and wanting some feedback or opinion. But I know that I can't make her. In the scenario that you gave, it sounded like my son's not doing this. And it's like, it's easy to say that now, but when they're 21 and they got their own bread.
Yeah. Have you guys had the conversation, Corey, about that particular moment? And
so funny you should ask that question. And Dion has been he's been along for the journey of this and my son playing sports for some years. We'll talk while he's at practice, things like that.
Yeah.
And I have a running joke with my son about when you make it, like he'll make jokes like, I'm buying mom a house. You're going to get like a little back house.
You got the ADU in the back.
When I call her
ADUs
up,
are nice.
I'm going to thank mom. And I said, son, see, I'm a different type of dude, and you don't get that yet. He's like, what you talking about? I said, you're not going to need to. When you look over to where the trophies were sitting, Dad's already going to have them. And if you saw the interview with Jalen, as he was sitting there being interviewed, Pops came and said, thank you. And he said, take that one too. He said, every trophy he's ever won is at Pop's house.
Oh, yeah.
It's not at his.
Yeah.
Because Pops is the reason why I'm here.
Yeah.
Yes, God gave me the talent and the whatever. To play these sports is not inexpensive.
Mm-hmm.
It is not. We had a conversation all week of could you make it today because of a tournament that needed to be. These tournaments can be local or far.
Yeah.
It could be in another state. Now we have to travel. So I get that one day we may get to NIL money, but today we using my money.
Right, for sure.
Your drink.
Yeah.
And so as many people say you can make it, you also could not.
Right.
And it could not be by lack of talent. You could get hurt. You could, whatever it may be. I've made this investment into your dream. I'm going to do what I want to do. Now, I get what you're saying about letting them use their own tools, but similar to like I was saying about the John Morant story.
Yeah.
Sometimes I parent in a way of, I want to save you time. Like there's one of Jay-Z's lines, he say, I'm trying to save you. I made it and figured it out at 35. I'm trying to save you some time.
Oh, absolutely.
And have you do it at 18.
Right.
Like, let's not go through the growing pains and make the mistakes and I told you to. How about you just shut the fuck up and listen to somebody who's been through it before you?
Yeah.
And is also another great saying. There's not another man on earth that wants you to be better than him than your father.
For sure.
I would never give you advice that I don't believe puts you in the right place.
Right.
So I can't allow you to think in your 18-year-old head, you have the answer when 48 years of living has taught me that ain't the answer and watch you hit the... This is why I am so adamant about it. John Morant is a hell of a talented basketball player. If you know John Morant's story, usually at the game sitting courtside is his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Morant is on the brink of not being in the NBA because of his behavior. And a lot of people are saying, hey, Pops, stop just because he's making $40 million, allowing this shit and put it into it and be like, dude, you about to fuck this all up.
Right.
Because of your actions. So there is another side to that if you let them do it their way, they can do it their way to right back into a terrible situation because they don't know.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is kind of that
Corey,
in the middle.
Yes. What does your son say?
Girlfriend
or no girlfriend?
Oh, no, we haven't had that talk. That's not, I'm sure mama take care of that.
Oh, you see, now that's why mama get in the house and you get in the shack in the back.
Right.
I'm not even worried about it, but I'm telling you,
it's
I'm
gonna
straight
be a nice
up.
shack,
If you ever see it
chandelier in
happening,
it.
you're going to be like, that nigga wasn't playing. I'm snatching the trophies. I'm snatching it.
You mean outside looking at you?
What did Snoop say when they gave him the star? First off, I want to thank me because of getting you here, and I'm dead fucking serious. Like there is to get these kids involved in sports is like a whole nother job.
Absolutely.
There's
It's
3 and 4
commitment.
practices a
It's
week.
huge
There's
commitment.
2 and 3 games.
Yeah.
There's the equipment and the shit that they need. Now, when me and you were growing up to play, you went to the park, you got good, you played for high school, you got drafted, you got to the NBA.
Yeah.
Now there's AAUs, personal trainers, shooting trainers, defensive trainers. This shit is a job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My son is in summer school. School hasn't even started yet, and we have somebody who won't get off my ass. Call, text, and email about, does your son plan on taking sports to the next level? Contact us so we can start preparing you for the, and I'm like,
because it's
bro,
the money.
we just got here.
It's the money.
Like, we just got here. So that's what I'm saying. Just sometimes we just can't. I saw some things that I was just like, the way I see it, and I even picked up on what the announcers were speaking of saying certain players were foreseen to go higher.
Yeah.
But something happened that they lost that and dropped in the draft.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it saying, does it have
interview.
anything to do with you showing up with the big blinged out chain and the blah, blah, blah? This is a business and you're painting yourself a certain way before you're even in the door. Like, and is that a good thing? Like, we don't know. Yes, we're hoping. There's been a lot of number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s that we thought was about to get to the league and kill it.
Yeah.
And they don't.
Yeah.
So will all this other activity that you're doing hurt yourself versus just coming here humbly, blah, blah, blah. And when it's time, we do all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a business. So you're investing in somebody. And from kind of what I heard with, what my little cousin went through, the teams that he met with and he tried out with and did a pre-draft workouts, there's also interviews, right? They want to see about your family, your background, you know what I mean? So they know everything about you. What was your journey to this point? And if you can't clearly communicate that, they're gonna be like, okay, right? He's maybe dad wasn't in the house, or their dad's in jail, or whatever the case or the family dynamics is. They know about that because they want to know who they're putting their money into, because there's been too many situations. You mentioned John Moran, he riding around with guns and things. But is that him? Because he hadn't just become that way, because when you look at his dad's over there trying to be a gangster. So, I mean, we gotta. You're a reflection of who you've been 100%. Around. So
optics matter, but I think what overcomes all that is if you can hoop or not at the end of the day. Because it's like
goes against that's what we're saying about Ja. 100% is a baller.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Undeniable,
right?
But all that extra shit, I can't sell you.
Yeah.
But would you take your money?
Yeah.
And pay John Morant $50 million with the hopes that he's gonna be able to play for you the next 2 years and not catch a gun charge or do some dumb shit and end up not even on the team, and now you're fucked.
So I think you're talking about two separate things, right? We're talking John Morant, his situation. He has now proven through his actions that he might not be able to be trusted. The kid that's getting drafted, that maybe he wore the gaudy jewelry.
That's not
like we don't know about him yet, right? Because that kid could still go out and ball and not get into trouble and just happen to like jewelry, and because we've seen those athletes.
Yep. Yeah. And it's regional too. You gotta think about it. We talking about that number 1 pick. If I'm not mistaken, he grew up in Massachusetts and then played high school ball in Utah.
Yeah.
Right? There's no urban effect in there. If you're somewhere from New York, California, or the South, and you're used to seeing that, just culturally, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, my uncle had a chain.
Whatever the case about the ones who not only them but the parents had on the bling too to match?
Again, it's culturally, and we talking about the dynamics of the U.S.
I just don't want to paint anybody that
I don't
chooses to wear that as a bad person.
Would you do it?
Exactly.
That's not my thing though.
Yeah.
He quarter zip.
Yeah, I quarter zip. Thank you. Pinky
Would
out.
you do it?
Pinky out.
If Lil Dion is getting drafted to the Lakers,
with the gold grill,
and he done came with the big old.
I'm be like,
he'd be like, Pops, I got you one. Are you gonna sit there and put it on?
How much money we talking about, sir?
Did you guys ever wear jewelry like that though?
Yeah, I mean earrings. I used to wear
earrings, whatever.
But y'all never had like a chain, like an iced out chain?
Yes.
Well, because I used to be in bad areas.
It was a Jesus piece.
I'm not trying to fight over it. Yeah.
Yeah, like
you did have an iced out chain?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not.
But you're not there in them anymore.
But even that for me, like I remember when I bought that chain, I was living in the valley.
Okay.
No, this is hold on. No, I'm gonna tell you why this is important.
I'm gonna tuck mine in. He went to Inglewood, tucked it in.
I am born and raised in Inglewood, California.
Yeah.
Through life, radio, working for the record label, some other things, blessings from God. Had a very nice car at a young age and enough money to buy some jewelry.
Yeah.
I struggled when I moved to the valley with finding, and this y'all gonna laugh, finding a place where I could get a haircut.
Okay.
So every Friday or Saturday, I would take my ass back to Inglewood, where I'm.
Right.
And that chain was under the seat.
No.
Tucking.
Would always be there, but then I started to notice different looks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I felt an uncomfortableness, and that's when I distanced myself. Like, oh, okay, this is gonna come down, and it wasn't a scared thing. It's like this is gonna come down to either something bad or I'm gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
And I said, this just isn't no.
Okay.
And I exited I never went back again.
To the jury. To the
No, I never. No, it was just not even that, but just as you grow in life, I was like, oh, okay. Some of us, I remember, like vividly, the last time one of my homies that also went to UCLA had a CLS 750. Another one had a LS 430. I had a 7 Series BMW.
He said Inglewood. That's
all
always look
We're all sitting here on La Brea and Sentinella, and I'm like, wait a minute. All of us haven't had the same whatever in life. We're starting to stand out and get different looks.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, like, this is what they talk about is you've outgrown shit.
Yeah.
You got to distance yourself. Like, it's cool and I still love it to go back. But when I start to feel uncomfortable with just being normal, if I have to, I remember we did a video shoot.
A lot of people in CLS.
You asked me a couple of weeks ago, I can't remember what we was talking about. And I told you we had a video shoot in the Nickerson Gardens one night at like midnight.
Okay.
We supposed to show up to the Nickerson Gardens. I go with my older brother.
Yeah.
First thing is, my brother drove a Porsche.
Okay.
When I got there, let's go, he pulls out his wife's car. I'm like, the Porsche.
He pulled out the Toyota.
No, it was an FX45, a little Infinity truck.
Yeah.
When we get there, I hop out the car and I'm like, this nigga's doing. Gets out the car, where's your shit? I'm not taking that out of here. And I'm like, if we got to think like that, then you shouldn't be here.
You and the Knicks, though. You gotta understand your
if
surroundings,
you gotta
too.
think, but if it's even if we gotta think that way, should we even? I think that's more of if I gave you $10 million tomorrow and you're known worldwide, do you still keep doing the same shit and go to same places that you do today?
You don't, but you're there for a reason. You're there for a video shoot, and it's to portray an image. But just because of that, you don't go out there reckless and you keep your head on a swivel because you're in an environment that, I mean, it's not controlled.
Wait, V, did you wear the iced out jewelry or did you date the guys that was iced out?
Yeah, gold teeth. I think she was with the
Is
with
it
the gold
same
tooth.
for girls? I think is another
with
good
someone
question.
who liked the jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's in the past now, thank God. My husband likes a gold chain, but nothing crazy, not like a Jesus piece. Yeah, just
subtle,
like,
subtle.
and when he goes out, it's nothing too flashy.
What about, were you iced out back in the day? Because
No.
girls would sometimes bring out the...
Yeah. I mean, I think I had a pair of bamboo earrings, and that was not even iced.
At least
but...
2 pair.
But just jewelry, because my mom always even bought me jewelry, and I would always lose it. And she was like, "I'm buying you real jewelry. You just lose it." I'm like,
girl, you should have went to Claire's.
No, but okay. No, but for real. No iced out serious stuff, but just your regular jewelry stuff. Yeah. But no, some females were iced out.
Yeah.
You know.
And maybe you do outgrow it. I don't know.
I wanted to say congratulations. You said to your cousin?
Yeah, my cousin.
Yeah. Okay, so
Dominique Daniels Jr.
My nephew is going to be playing Division I in New York, so we might all have to go take a trip.
Nice.
Soccer.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to. I said I got something for you, Corey.
Yeah.
So soccer,
Nice,
we're gonna get you cultural.
Let's go.
If you hang out with my family in New York, it's about to get real cultural.
I'm down
Have you
to
had
go
plantain
to a
before?
game.
You've had plantain, right?
That dry banana shit.
It's not
all
dry.
It depends how you cook it.
And there's
Brown
2
stew
types. There's
chicken.
more than one
What?
type.
Brown stew chicken.
What the fuck is brown stewed chicken?
What do you eat?
Burgers and hot dogs.
No, I'm a steak person. I'm a steak person. I'm an Italian
You
food
haven't actually
person.
had any Caribbean food around here?
Caribbean
being in
food,
Inglewood,
like,
Crenshaw,
what do
none of that?
we eat? Caribbean food.
Rice avec beans.
Curry?
Oxtails.
Okay, you're getting somewhere. Do you like oxtails?
What's the other rice and peas type of?
Rice
thing?
and peas. All right.
Okay. Black rice.
Yeah.
Corey, we need to get you some culture, bro.
You know,
Bro, we're going to start in New
He
York,
said
though,
that
because then he'll be
dry.
happy. If you can just do that 5-hour flight, do like a night red eye.
We can hop on an
Shots.
Amtrak. You wanna take a
No, but he's
Shot
done New York already.
sleep.
He's down for New York.
Yeah,
he said he can
that's
handle
what I'm
that. He said he can
saying,
handle
See,
that.
but
Yeah.
I'm down for New York. I just have to plan it at certain times of the day. Like it's either straight up early or late at night, the red eye. But hey, you know, New York has my heart. I would definitely. I'm not one of those
Got my
LA,
heart.
California guys that's like, fuck the East Coast. No, I went. And I'll tell you, California to me hasn't felt like California in a long time from what I grew up in.
Yeah, because you're in the
And
valley.
I saw more of that. Even in that, what hood
Pasadena.
is still the hood?
No,
when I
but
go
it's
to
not
England
supposed to be
now, I
the
see
hood,
white
though.
people
No,
walking
no.
Cocker Spaniels and shit.
nah.
It ain't what I fucking grew up
You
in.
have to evolve, though.
That's because
it's evolution.
the prices.
Gentrification. Thank you, Vanya.
Yeah, real estate expert.
Moving in all the others. No, but this has been a great discussion.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming out. I think we hit everything that we were supposed to.
We hit
it
the good
only
stuff.
gets
Yeah, the
better.
good stuff.
Yeah.
We're back
Thanks for the
on it.
invite.
You know, no more 16-hour flights for Dion.
Oh, I wouldn't say no more. Hello.
Yeah.
In the
I
near
was-
future.
Nah.
Next summer, you back at it?
Nah, probably in a couple months.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I feel like
Oh,
sooner
there we
than
go.
next
Nice.
summer.
All right.
There we go.
His wife is overseas, correct?
she's-
Yeah,
yeah.
so
She's gonna be looking at a job in Utah, so we'll see what it is. She was
Okay.
like,
For
"You've
sure,
been to
for
Salt
sure.
Lake City." I was like, "Never had a reason to, but
Yeah.
I have.
What they paying?
We'll have that
yeah,
conversation.
what they paying?
Uh,
We'll figure it out."
Adam,
yeah.
Yes, sir.
thank you for coming.
Man,
Yeah.
appreciate the invite as
Hopefully
always.
schedules can dictate that we can do this a little bit more often and have these conversations.
I'm here until
Definitely
the Dodgers
appreciate you.
NIL money kick in.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. V taking a step down from realtor, blessing us with your presence.
Oh yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
for coming as
Thank you.
always.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
Thanks for having
conversation
me.
was real. Of course, anytime. This has been by invitation only. These great people that have chosen to sit down with us are amazing. The longer you guys keep checking in and watching what we're doing, it's just going to keep getting better,
For
better,
sure.
and
Yeah.
better. There is nothing like this here in California, and that's why we're doing it. And you should definitely be along for the ride. It's going to be interesting. We're a little bit unorthodox, but we figuring it out. Nobody went to school for podcasting.
I
But
actually
we
went
got
to the
this shit.
university.
We
I
got this shit.
I did, Corey.
community
Oh,
college.
which counts? Okay,
Stop
we have
playing.
one.
Stop hating.
The
Stop
collegiate
was-
podcaster
You know
here,
what?
Vanya.
I actually wasn't sold back in 2002 on the podcast, but
Mhm.
that was in 2003. That was one of the projects we had
Nice.
to do.
Mm.
And I was in very small classrooms where we got to test earbuds and stuff like that for size and stuff like that. So
There we go. So
Sure.
I'ma get
this
you
is
out,
not
Corey.
new. No, we gonna do this. We gonna
We
figure it
gotta
out.
get 'em out
We
of
gonna
Pasadena
kill this
first.
shit. And I'm just being real. I see you other motherfuckers doing it. You ain't doing it right. So just please
we don't need
accept the
it.
invitation.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Watch
get it.
us and learn.
Corey's
And
on
just
the
have
lifestyle
fun.
change.
These are all lovable people here. So
Let's go.
thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you.
By invitation only, District 23 Studios.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Peace.